Ladies and gentlemen, as you are likely aware, a situation of grave concern persists in the Amhara region, marked by intense and protracted hostilities between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces. In an effort to keep you informed, we have gathered the most recent updates from a variety of sources, and I'll be conveying these updates in detail within this video. In the Kirkare and Ketema areas, both situated in Maidamaranya in northern Shua, a fierce and relentless battle is currently unfolding between the ENDF and Amhara Fano forces. The reports indicate that both sides have suffered significant losses, with the ENDF allegedly employing heavy weaponry in this ongoing conflict. Turning our attention to Berehare, also positioned in northern Shua, the conflict has persisted for an astounding third day. Fano forces maintain that they have successfully inflicted substantial casualties upon NDF soldiers, with numerous fatalities and several injuries reported. Furthermore, Fano sources claim the presence of Fano forces within Berehare and the deployment of ENDF drones in the vicinity, underscoring the gravity and complexity of the situation. Meanwhile, in the Raya, Kobo, and northern Wello regions, the intensity of the fighting is evident, with Oromo NDF soldiers employing heavy weaponry, amplifying the scale and impact of the conflict. The town of Bure, located in Gojam, has also been a flashpoint of conflict for 3 consecutive days. Fano forces have reportedly been mounting ambushes against ENDF soldiers in multiple areas, resulting in a considerable number of ENDF casualties. Compounding the situation, the ENDF continues to introduce substantial armaments into the Amhara region. We've previously alerted you to this development and even shared visual evidence in the form of a video showcasing the movement of ENDF heavy weaponry heading towards the Amhara region, reflecting the military escalation in the area. The tension has reached a critical juncture in the West Gojam Zone town, where the entry of several armored vehicles from the direction of Denbar and Fanot Salam has led to a widespread sense of apprehension. This has prompted many local residents to evacuate the city in search of safety. In the most recent reports, it has been confirmed that Robert City has now fallen under the control of Fano forces after a period of intense conflict. In spite of the Ethiopian army's extensive efforts to liberate the city, local reports suggest that the mobility and agility of Fano forces have been particularly remarkable. The Ethiopian army has suffered significant losses, and fierce confrontations are still ongoing in the city's periphery. In light of the most recent developments, central Gondar's West Balsa district near Tunganj Mahal, also known as Fantoreha, has become a focal point of concern. Information we've received indicates that during a day-long bout of fighting, a significant number of militia members were tragically killed. Today, the conflict has spilled over into the broader Gondar area, and we've learned that intense armed confrontations are unfolding in the Dangla region as well. In the Sehali area, situated in northern Gayant, Gondar, a harrowing incident took place as Fano forces ambushed an ENDF soldier convoy. This ambush resulted in several NDF soldiers losing their lives, and Fano claims that they inflicted heavy losses on the ENDF, with several soldiers killed and wounded, along with the destruction of military vehicles. Meanwhile, in Fentaveharaya, Western Beals, and North Gondar, intense fighting has erupted between Fano forces and a coalition of Amhara militia, Amhara police, and ENDF. Recent battles have seen the unfortunate loss of 5 Amhara militia members, with several others wounded. The gravity of the situation is underscored by the continued hostilities in multiple areas. Adding to the complexity of the regional dynamics, the tensions between Ethiopia and Eritrea have escalated. Both countries have been mobilizing their forces and positioning them along the border areas. In the latest reports, it has come to our attention that a substantial number of Eritrean troops are in transit toward the Eritrean border town of Adigrat. This movement of troops follows discussions by Prime Minister Abiy regarding Ethiopia's official stance on access to the Red Sea. Significantly, there were no prior movements of ENDF troops toward the Eritrean border prior to the Prime Minister's speech, indicating a notable change in the regional security landscape. The Eritrean authorities have taken this warning seriously, leading to the continued deployment of Eritrean Defense Forces, EEDF, on multiple fronts. This has further heightened the tensions in the region and warrants close monitoring. Additionally, we have received credible reports that in the Tigray region, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, is actively recruiting and training 100 Tigrayan youth in every district as part of their preparations for potential conflict. Large numbers of ENDF and EDF troops have been deployed along the border areas of Eritrea and Tigray. The Afar region also appears to be actively involved near the Eritrean border, indicating a broader regional involvement in the unfolding situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just received the latest video from the front lines, showcasing the Amhara Fano soldiers in action. This video captures a critical moment as Amhara forces soldiers are seen advancing into additional areas. Join us as we take a closer look at the footage. As we prepare to watch this video, it's important to acknowledge the significance of these visuals in understanding the evolving dynamics of the conflict. The movement of armed forces on the ground can provide us with valuable insights into the ever-changing situation in the Amhara region. Let's watch the video